After meeting for the first time at a coffee shop, Bea and Ben instantly feel an intense chemistry between them. Bea desperately needs to use the restroom, but the queue is too long, and the barista is being super mean to her. Thankfully, Ben, who is first in line, intervenes and pretends to be Bea's husband. He hands her the restroom key, and Bea runs there. She calls her sister to tell her about the handsome guy she just met but accidentally spills water all over her jeans. She tries to use a hand dryer to fix the problem but makes so much noise that Ben starts to worry if she's okay. Bea, a beautiful but awkward law student, is excited when Ben asks her out on a date, and she eagerly accepts. Ben invites her to his place, where they spend a cozy evening cooking grilled cheese sandwiches and sharing stories about their lives. Bea expresses her concerns about her future career choice, while Ben opens up about his relationship with his deceased mother. After hours of heartfelt conversations, they fall asleep together. In the morning, Bea quickly leaves the scene while Ben is still sleeping. However, she immediately regrets her decision and rushes back, only to overhear Ben talking to his friend Pete, who arrived shortly after she left. Hurt by Ben's words about her being a disaster, Bea decides to walk away, convinced that she should never see him again. As the saying goes, love often has a fine line with hate. 6 months later, Bea and Ben unexpectedly cross paths again. It turns out that Bea's sister Hallie is dating Ben's childhood friend Claudia, and they have both been invited to a party. Bea and Ben openly display their mutual animosity, hoping that this encounter will be their final one. But destiny has other plans for these two. A year and a half later, Hallie and Claudia announce their decision to get married and plan a destination wedding in Australia. Invitations are sent out to friends and family, including Bea and Ben. On the flight to Australia, Bea happens to meet Ben, and she makes it clear that she is not pleased to see him again. Later that night, feeling hungry, she decides to sneak one of Ben's cookies, but her blouse gets caught on his seat in the process. Her clumsy attempt to escape without waking him up leads to another awkward situation. This journey is bound to become truly unforgettable for this pair. When they arrive in Australia, they discover that they will be staying together in one house. On the beach, Ben notices his ex-girlfriend, Margaret, who is now dating someone else. Their previous relationship ended badly, but Ben is still interested in winning her back. Bea and Ben are terrible at hiding their hostility and end up having a fight during the evening party, unintentionally setting off fireworks that ignite a large flower banner displaying Hallie and Claudia's initials. Thankfully, Margaret takes her dress off and puts out the fire. Witnessing this rivalry, Claudia's family decides to intervene and do everything possible to make them reconcile. They ask Ben and Bea to get the forgotten glasses from the boat. Bea realizes that Ben is a terrible swimmer and helps him complete the task. Then, Bea's parents invite her ex-fiancé, Jonathan, in hopes of reuniting them. Bea and Ben quickly deduce everyone's motives and come up with a plan. To get Bea's parents off her back and make Margaret jealous, they decide to pretend to be attracted to each other. They believe that their fake relationship will please everyone and allow the wedding to proceed smoothly as planned. However, nothing goes according to plan when true feelings start to emerge. During a family outing, Ben and Bea try to demonstrate their passion by touching and caressing each other. However, everyone is too busy watching a cute koala, so their attempts fail. To make matters worse, Bea discovers a large spider in Ben's pants. He panics and strips down, begging Bea to check if there are any more spiders on his body. There aren't any, but at least their company finally takes notice of them. With everyone convinced that they cannot keep their hands off each other, Ben and Bea continue their charade. Ben successfully connects with Bea's father, pleasing Bea and making her see him in a more positive light. Later, Margaret tries to flirt with Ben, and he realizes that she still has feelings for him. He tells Bea that they need to keep pretending and stick to their plan. For the wedding rehearsal, Claudia and Hallie's families rent a yacht, and Bea and Ben attend as a couple. Bea looks stunning, and Jonathan keeps glancing at her, making Ben nervous. It seems that he is paying more attention to Bea than to Margaret. When they dance together, sparks fly once again, and they become oblivious to anyone else around them. When the guests gather for a toast, Bea comes up with a new idea and suggests to Ben that they reenact the famous scene from Titanic. It's cringeworthy, but in a romantic way, so Ben agrees. They manage to impress everyone, but Bea ends up falling into the water. Despite Ben not being a strong swimmer, he jumps in to save her. Together, they stay in the water as the yacht moves away. They wait to be rescued while sitting on a buoy and use this time to talk and resolve their issues once again. They regret that their first night together didn't go as planned. Bea confesses to Ben that she has quit law school but kept it a secret from her family because she was afraid of disappointing them. Ben asks her out on a real date, and finally, they reconcile. When a helicopter arrives to rescue them, Ben confesses his fear of heights, and Bea sings his favorite song to calm him down. Once they return home, Bea and Ben cook grilled cheese sandwiches again and enjoy each other's company. Bea admits that Ben is the only person she's ever felt such strong chemistry with, and they share a passionate kiss. They make love and spend an amazing night together, kissing, laughing, and eventually falling asleep while everyone else is still at the party. In the morning, Ben worries that Bea might regret their intimate encounter and decides to leave while she is still sleeping, thinking it's for the best. When Bea wakes up and realizes that Ben is gone, she believes he has dumped her, leaving her feeling upset and confused. On the wedding day, everyone is busy with preparations. Bea and Margaret ride together to pick up the wedding cake for Claudia and Hallie. Margaret asks Bea about her relationship with Ben, and Bea describes it as situational. She even mentions that she wouldn't mind if Margaret and Ben got back together. Meanwhile, Ben and Pete go to buy flowers and have a conversation about Bea and Margaret. Ben admits to his friend that he is in love with Bea but believes she has too much going on in her life and may not want a relationship at the moment. Back at home, Pete accidentally reveals to Bea's parents that she has quit her studies. When Bea returns, her parents confront her, causing an emotional scene. Bea blames Ben for leaving in the morning and for divulging her secret to her family. They end up having another fight that seriously threatens the entire wedding. Ben overhears Claudia and Hallie arguing and asks Bea to pretend that everything is fine one last time, just to save her sister's wedding. She reluctantly agrees and accompanies him to the celebration. However, when Bea witnesses Ben dancing and kissing Margaret, her heart shatters, and she quickly runs away. Meanwhile, Ben tells Margaret that he loves Bea and stops the kiss. He wants to apologize to Bea, but she has already left. Ben deduces where she might be and makes a heroic gesture by taking a rescue helicopter to find her. When they finally reunite, he explains the situation with Margaret and tells Bea that he loves her. Bea reciprocates his feelings, and they share a passionate kiss. Ben and Bea return to the wedding, with their hearts filled with joy and love. Even the revelation that Claudia and Hallie faked their fight cannot dampen their mood. All is fair in love and war,